Enterprise won't do anything with bucket trucks or fire trucks.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is only for passenger.
Yeah, so they are kind of capped at like what did they say, the 4 series of trucks are below those special pieces of equipment, fire trucks, engines. They are not helping us with that. It's just the small.
Okay, that explains it.
So we'll have a specialty, and then we'll have the other equipment reserve fund.
So the other is public safety equipment, which includes their vests, it includes guns, it includes tasers, all of that stuff. But the vehicles were rolled into it. But I think what we're going to do now is move the vehicles to this one and then keep that other reserve so that it can continue to build. What happens in that instance is that it's specific to public safety. So if something here, let's say they end up only getting 6 of the rating, 10, and that saves $12,000. That stays in that reserve fund, but it's still kind of earmarked for public safety. So that allows a little bit of ebb and flow if we need to start saving up money for like fire engine replacement or something like that. So we don't have to do it that way, but it already exists. You already balance. So I was uncomfortable with like moving that balance over and then having to track the public safety money we've accumulated and getting that mixed up with other general fund stuff. So we just decided to keep those separate for now, but we can always evaluate going forward if that makes sense.
Is there ever a possibility we'll be doing something like that in electric because we have more time there, that we need to be sending money back for just a fire truck?
So you already have it. So the electric reserve exists already. We've bought bucket trucks out of that. We purchased cooling towers. We have larger scale projects we've bought out of it. And so electric now, and electric is set up better than some of the other utilities at the moment. But the payments that we used to have that went to when that expired, we essentially shifted that and directed those payments into the reserve fund to build up cash. And so the team has now built a long-term equipment replacement plan. And so we try to make sure to allocate enough to satisfy the requirements of that plan on the schedule that they have it along. And that's not an even year. So maybe $250,000 next year, maybe 500,000. So when we underspend in a year, we don't change the transfer. We just allow the cash to come up to what's available the next year when you need it.
Well, I move for approval of proposed ordinance number 2221, equipment reserve fund for the city of Augusta, Kansas.
Have a motion and a second, Erica.
Houston.
Yes.
Rivas.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Leffler.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Motion.
And that brings us to matters for and from council. So, Josh, did you have anything else?
So I may just see if you can place your calendar placeholders or tell me if there would be any conflicts. So at this moment, I know we've got some extra Mondays in March. I was not planning on having any sessions in March. I was planning. Sorry, May. Whatever month we're in right now. I apologize. So I wasn't planning on having any extra work sessions in May. Everybody a break for a while, but that means that we'll have to hit it pretty hard in the off Mondays in June and July. So I want to make sure right now that if we choose to go that route, we have fewer, maybe more aggressive meetings. We get through all of the content in June and July. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, we can look at scheduling something in May. But I kind of like the idea of giving everyone a several week break and not doing anything till June. So unless you want to push it, I don't have any items tonight, and I am curious what council thinks about something off Mondays in June and July for budget work sessions.
I pretty well try to keep mine open all the time, knowing that this time of year we
Does anyone have any conflicts with any of those off Mondays?
Good. I don't think they do.
Only want to do on 24th.
26th, 10th, and 24th.
So that's all I have.
Okay. Mr. Huddleston,
Oh, sorry. I just thought of one thing. I just saw it today that there was a really important bill talked about during the work session, the government competition bill, and I did read today that Governor Kelly vetoed that.
No, Mayor, I have
No, Mr. Mayor.
nothing to say.
Kip?
Can we put on our website the opening day for the pool? And Once it warms up, we can go ahead and get the splash pad opened up.
We normally keep the splash pad on the schedule. I think we've had the same start date on that for a while. Like we've extended the season before, but I think we keep the start date consistent. So I mean, council has control over that if you'd like to. We've always tried the same time, I recall.
Is it ready to go?
I don't know the answer to that. I have to check with staff.
As soon as possible.
Council, any issues with that?
No, I got somebody bugging me about it the other day. So. Of course, it was 100 degrees out that day, you know. This afternoon, it was a little chilly.
Will be out next week.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'm done.
No, Mr. Mayor.
Tom?
Josh, got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Up in North Ohio where we sowed the new grass in the street,
Long?
it's getting long. I got a feeling maybe some of the that use with mow are just afraid to go out there and do it. I wonder if it would help if we send a crew out there to mow those and then they'll see it's getting done and they will take back over. Plus, I also wonder, getting kind of close to the bottom there, the erosion curtains could be taken down too.
Yeah, let me talk with the engineer because I don't want to do anything that like steps on that contract. So there may be provisions regarding ongoing maintenance if the contractor is responsible for it, tell us to remove. So I want to make sure that if there is,
Sure.
they're doing what they're supposed to. If there isn't anything that speaks to that, we have the ability to do that. I don't have any issues.
I would hope that it's their responsibility to remove the curtains. I would hope.
No, the removal of the curtains in terms of the maintenance still in the condition of mowing the grass. That's what I would want to ask the engineer about before we commit to do it.
It's getting where a lot of it's already heading out. It's getting tall.
So the last update that I had on that is, I believe I had shared with council, we're waiting on information from Kansas Paving on the additional course they did. And so they provided that information to the engineer a week ago, I think, but they just provided it verbally. And the engineer said, well, can you please provide that in written documentation actually showing? Don't just tell us it's thick enough. What were your measurements? Show us the actual test. They said they would. Last time I talked to Chuck a few days ago, they have not done that yet. Again, that's probably a little over a month or more, a month and a half maybe that we've been waiting on that, and we don't know what the obstacle is other than them just providing it.
What happened to our drinking fountain at the splash pad? It's no longer there.
Actually, Brandon Green was in the office today and he mentioned that and he said it had been working for a while, so we pulled it. Continue to mess with it.
Okay.
So that might be something to check.
Okay.
He said it hadn't been operating for a while.
See, the one that disappeared too, because it quit working.
Quite some time. Last thing, Josh, I saw in your updates, you said that wastewater was looking at gray water for irrigating. Is that for the premises down there or what are they talking about?
No, so there was it's a conversation that's been going on for a while. I mean, nothing substantive right now is more exploratory. And so this goes back years after Mr. the golf course down. They have concerns about the watering up there and trying to keep up with that price. They get different prices of deals in El Dorado. We're in a different position than El Dorado is in terms of being able to offer that, but I'm trying to explore and see, okay, are there any other options? So what my idea is, I don't know if it's feasible or not. So I just throw things out and staff who I think it's busy. It is essentially a gray water reuse system. But what I had asked about is splash pad. because the original intent, the way we had that designed, was to reduce it to the lake. When KDHE got involved with that, they turned that into a permit. That kind of made it feasible for us to do that, and so we had to reroute it and send it to our sewer system instead. Well, now because of that, we have to treat that water, so we have an additional cost. So the idea was, would it be possible to maybe reroute that? Essentially, not necessarily us doing it, but if they wanted, Troy or the golf course wanted to make a reinvestment and reuse that for irrigation purposes, is that an option? Because when that's running full speed, that's 100,000 gallons of water a day. Could that help keep the ponds? So I don't know if it's feasible or not. I don't even know if KDHE will allow it. That was the question, because I believe that they do that in other communities. Thought something like that on their golf courses. So I was at least exploring it, but that's all it was. Just
Okay. Last thing I got to say, I welcome Mike Martin.
Nice to be back.
Do you have anything else?
The east side overpass is looking really, really good. So I think that,
Yeah.
I have nothing else. Good to be back.
Good to have you.
Mayor, if I might, I would say, so it seems like the first part of the pretty well with the live stream. At some point near the end, they were podium. All of our signals just kind of cut off. So we're not really sure what people are seeing at home. So we're going to investigate that. I was wondering if maybe with several of us streaming it, the internet going to keep up. The internet shut down. So the reason why we need faster internet. I don't know what the reason is, but apparently it went well for a while. We're going to have to investigate what happened later.
Josh, I was hearing from Patty that she could see it. She said the voice is breaking up.
Okay.
And,
So
and
we'll
it
have-
didn't matter if it was us talking or if he was talking.
So we'll have to investigate it, because what it's recording back there on the live stream or what it's showing is super clean. But it's when people are going onto YouTube, because I had the phone over here too. When you go on there, it was looking really good for a while. About an hour and 20 minutes, it just went to the black screen and started. So I'm
It's
not
on
sure
mine,
what
dude.
happened. We're gonna have to investigate what that was.
Probably you were talking too long.
It could be that too. It's just YouTube.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. See you in a couple weeks.
Who made that step to adjourn? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think we
Yeah,
have
we got an